What's going on, guys? Yeah, welcome back. A little bit of a chest day for you. Well, for me, I guess I should say. Well, yeah, I'm not going to bore you with my warm ups. I do warm ups. I start off with a 135, throw that around a few times just to get the blood flowing. Sometimes I'll even do a 185 set. But right here, just jumped into the 225. I'm guessing I was feeling a bit weak this day just because the weight was just heavy. I have no other way to explain it. It felt heavy, and that has a lot to do with the meals that you have the day before or before your workout that day. Tough part is I'm on a bit of a cut right now, so down to 3,000 calories a day or no more than 3,000. Sometimes I'll even keep it at 2,500. All depends, but when I was bulking, I was up to 5,500, 6,000, and explains how I got easily up to 290 and pretty easily up to the 306 mark. But like I said, that was just too much. So cut back a bit, and I'm going into a bit of a cut until February just because give my body some time to recover from what I've been doing, going up and down, and not to mention I don't have another tournament until April. So bulk back up February. That gives me plenty of time to get my strength back up. But you can see right here, my strength is down quite a bit. Pretty sure I took this for 10, which normally I could bust out 15 pretty easily. But it is what it is. You don't eat enough calories, you don't have enough carbs, you have less protein. It's gonna happen. So yeah, was able to get through it, thankfully. But chest is used, it's a staple, everybody knows that, and I try my hardest to avoid chest on Mondays, which is good. Why A big reason why I always went into a rotation, one, it just makes the most sense. Instead of having even back on Mondays and then legs the next day or whatever your split might be, to always have that every week, it's not dangerous, but you could end up having some family obligations or something that comes up that you're not prepared for. You're just not gonna do that muscle part that day, or sorry, you're not gonna do that muscle part for that week because it didn't fall on the day that you're supposed to do it. Now, have a set schedule, day one, day two, day three, however many days you want to get in, because you might end up going 10 days in a row, 20 days in a row, and then you might end up having to miss 3 days. So that's where it's good to have a day rotation instead of a day of the week rotation, just because you don't have to worry about it. I can do back one day and I can miss a month at the gym. I know the next day I'm going to do chest or I'm going to do legs. So I'm just going to pick up right where I left off. But yeah, so started with the flat bench. I used to always start with incline for bodybuilding because you want that big bubbly upper chest. So little different with the arm wrestling. It's all about strength and it's about that side pressure and that sweeping motion. So I start with flat more often than not, and then I do go into decent amount of the inclines. Sometimes it might be in the machine, sometimes it might be dumbbell or barbell, but that's what I did. So I did flat, did the machine, and I've been picking up something from Sam Sulik. We're doing heavy weight right from the start. Essentially, I did go up pretty slowly with the flat bench, but with these machines, I start with the weight that I'm ending with, and I'm just trying to do as many reps within that 8 to 10 to 12 amount of reps. Basically, if I can get 13, I'm going to hit 13. I'm not going to stop. Obviously, that just doesn't make any sense. Do as many as you possibly can, but keep the weight heavy. And that's it. That's the name of the game. When I was doing the bodybuilding, I actually kind of strayed away from going too heavy, and my strength just went down. But now with the arm wrestling, trying to kick it up, trying to get as strong as possible, I don't really care as much about what my muscles look like, as you can obviously tell with that big gut. But hopefully I'll get down to like 260. But I'm doing a different variation with flies. So I'm doing the pec deck, of course, but I keep my hands up. So this is going to help me with arm wrestling. But even before I started arm wrestling back in January, I've been doing this probably for about 2 years now, not too long. But I'm not sure if I probably watched someone else do it, and I thought, hey, let me give it a try. I'm always down to try something new because you'll never know if something's gonna work better for you until you try it out for yourself, and this does. So I'm able to get a bit more of a contraction because I'm concentrating more on my elbows touching instead of my hands. If you worry about your hands touching, you're not going to get as good of a squeeze. I guess you could theoretically, but worry about your elbows touching and you know you're going to get that good squeeze. So, yeah, short video today, guys, but you'll be hearing from me again. Talk to you soon.